people of the internet. Welcome back to another live stream assembly. It is I, Don Thomas, back in here with another one. As always, folks, the likes, the comments, the subscribes are all greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for the support on this channel. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into tonight's topics. So let's get into this next story. Again, it comes from Malek Benobi. I like Malek Benobi. Shout out to Malek Benobi. I like saying her name. Shout out to Malek Benobi. She posted a video not too long ago. It looks like she's sharing her story. Well, it's entitled, the video's entitled, she posted her breakup story online and went viral for all the wrong reasons. Let's lighten the load a little bit.
A video of a girl explaining her recent breakup out of a 3.5-year relationship is going massively viral, getting millions of views across all different platforms. Everybody's expressing their sympathy for her, but in my opinion, it's going viral for the wrong reasons. Let's talk about it. Yes, today we're talking about relationships and breakups. I saw this TikTok pop up on my For You page, and it's a girl who's actually singing. She made a breakup song, I guess, about her experience coming out of a 3.5-year relationship and talking about how things went down. We're gonna watch it. I'll give you my take on it, but it seems like the general view of this video is that people are sympathizing with her. They're saying this man did you dirty and you need to do something about it. So let's watch.
Imagine you live in LA with your boyfriend and everything's going amazing till he says, babe, I want to move back to Texas to be closer to my dad. So you give up half of your career, quit your improv troupe and have a goodbye party. Take off months of work, deplete your savings to pay for movers and drive to Texas. So worth it for the love of your life that wants a future with you because he said so. So you spend a month waiting for your shit to arrive and then another month moving in and building furniture and stuff, and you're so happy till he comes back from a family vacation, sits on your couch, which just arrived in the mail, and hands you a note that says we have nothing in common and we're incompatible. Oh no. How did I not notice this whole time? 3.5 years of happiness. We've been incompatible this whole time, and that we had nothing in common for 3.5 years. How did I not notice? Wow, what a surprise. Thank you for informing me that this whole time we had nothing in common. So you pack up your car with whatever you can fit in it, just getting your crying too hard, so we have to pack it for you, and then you drive to Florida to live with your mom.
Ooh, we just went on a journey with that one. What a story. Wow, that's interesting. What an
Pause right there. Shout out to Malek Benobi. Damn. I didn't know where that was gonna go. It went viral for all the wrong reasons. I guess, of course, Malek's gonna give her spiel. Do you guys get the gist of that song? That was crazy. Long story short, of course, if you weren't able to make out what she was saying. So it looks like, again, a TikToker went viral on TikTok, thousands, millions and millions of views, where she made a song, which was a breakup song. It was a song that depicted her breakup with a man she was dating for 3.5 years. Man wakes up one day and says, hey, man, I want to move back to Texas. They were living in LA. Man wakes up one day, tells his girlfriend, hey, man, I want to move back to Texas to be closer to my dad. The girl, in full support, thinking that they were building something, she says, sure, okay, took off months, used savings out of her savings to move, pack up movers, this, that, and the other. I know what it feels like to move from state to state. I'm no stranger to that. Packs up a U-Haul, this, that, and the other, takes months, some of her furniture takes months to come. She gets settled into the new place over in Texas. Boyfriend walks in, sits down on the new couch that came in, hands her a note, and the note says, hey, we have nothing in common. I can't do this anymore. Blah, blah, blah. Bruh, you see, this is what I be saying, bro. Humans are risky business. This is what I be saying. I think when I be telling y'all, like, you know, I stay to myself, I like being single, this, that, I don't want to get married. I think when I say that, I think maybe y'all believe, oh, he just wants to be a player or a bachelor all his life. He's afraid of commitment or whatever the case is. Nah, bro. It's because I've grown to understand how fickle humans are. Humans are emotional, and clearly it looks like both men and women. You could be living in a marriage 10, 15 years, and your spouse, because I'm not even going to say the wife or the husband. It looks like either party could wake up one day and say, you know what? We have nothing in common. What? Can you imagine? And that's not, and again, it's not like, I'm afraid of wasting my time. Is that not an utter waste of your life? Now, again, I'm not saying happens all the time. But I don't know what it is with our common generation when it comes to dating. Like, people are in it for the wrong reasons. It took you 3 years. You wasted 3 years of my life to realize we have nothing in common. And you had the audacity to do it via a note. You wrote a note. Okay, you can rebuttal and say, oh, some people are not good at communicating their emotions. So give people the freedom to communicate their emotions how they see best fit. Yada, yada, yada. But damn, can you imagine? Somebody you were dating for 3 years, 3.5 years. What? Humans are, I think for me, bro, honestly, and again, call me whatever, young, but it's just like, I think just the fact that I know humans could do that, young, just because you had, not to say that I'm anticipating, because some people will be like, oh, well, you know, you're putting bad energy on your relationship, go into it optimistically. Just the fact that I know humans can have that capability, could switch one day without any notice, without any regard of how I feel or what I say, I might as well just do this life thing by myself, bro. Like, because I don't got time for that. I think that's my thing. Like, I don't got time for divorce. I don't got time for you to wake up one day and say, oh, you know what? But it's so funny. I'll say this, and this might sound hypocritical, but you know one thing I will say though, I kind of respect it because I like this. This is my mindset. I'd rather you tell me, it's not, besides you being miserable and living with me, like I annoy you every morning. It's like, you know, those relationships, like you grow to resent each other. Don't grow to resent me. I'd rather you sever the cord and leave than you resenting me. You wake up every morning, you mean mugging me. You don't even bang with me like that. Like, I don't want to be in one of those relationships. You feel me? So maybe it is, as they say, you know, pull off the Band-Aid. Maybe it is you got like, man, but damn, bro, it took you 3 years to realize you had nothing in common with this girl. 3 years? 3? What about the people that leave 15, 20-year marriages? You commonly hear that in you know, Hollywood. Oh, such and such broke up with their wife after 15 years of marriage, 20 years of marriage. This is like, damn, bro. I gave you a good chunk of my life. What do you mean we have nothing in common? Like, humans are fickle, yo, in all facets. In relationships, in business. I don't really trust humans. Let's just keep it real, bro. And maybe, again, call it, oh, he's emotionally not available. I don't even think that's the case. It's not even a matter of being emotionally unavailable. It's not even that. Like, I'm definitely emotionally available. I just don't trust y'all. Humans. I don't. Because you can indeed wake up one day and say, oh, man, you know what? I'm not really feeling this no more. And leave. Then what? And again, I'm not saying I'm going into relationship thinking the worst, but I'm just saying, bro, like, humans are fickle. Like, is there no staying power? Like, and I think that's more common in our generation. Again, we'll argue and say, like, oh, you know, our parents and our grandparents, they weren't about that. Like, when your parents were together, I think our parents are the last generation, again, assuming we're all millennials, Gen Zs, I think our parents are the last generation that, like, understands, like, now we're going to stick through this through thick and thin. Our generation don't understand that. Or there's a smaller and smaller population of our generation that we don't do that. We don't do that. Does our generation stick with each other through thick and thin? Let me ask you, is there a growing population of people in our generation that sticks to each other through thick and thin? Or do you think that number is decreasing? All right, let me ask you. Is there more of us or less of us who still stand firm to the tradition of, oh, let's stick together through thick and thin? That generation is dying out. It's fizzling out. Your parents or grandparents, look, let me tell you. Again, we already know divorce rate, 50-50 divorce rate, this and that deal. We already know all that. But like, the generation that stuck with each other to death do us part, that generation's fizzling out. Because again, we are of the generation of options. Swipe left, swipe right. Access, companionship, glitz, glam, blah, 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 blah. So it's just like, we're under the impression through these social media apps, the social media, Instagram, all these dating apps, we're under the impression that the grass is always going to be greener on the other side because we can swipe our explore page and get fed a plethora of options of what we think are potential candidates. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, this doesn't really shock me. All that to say, like, it doesn't really shock me because our generation, we're not cut from that cloth. Our generation doesn't know what it means to stick with each other through thick and thin. I'm not saying nobody does. I'm not saying Gen Zs aren't capable of it. I'm not saying millennials aren't capable of it now. I'm just saying, like, I think it's a smaller population. You see what I'm saying? I think it's a smaller population of our generation that knows what it means to, man, I'm going to ride this out with you 3 years. Nah, we locked in now. We don't really do that. We don't do that. Let me keep watching. Let me see a little bit something. Let me see if it got worse. How did it get worse? Let me keep watching.
Interesting way to process a breakup. It's sort of giving Taylor Swift, date a man, break up, and then make a whole song about it. It goes viral. I guess, this is one way to unpack things and deal with your feelings. I don't know that I would advise this. If she had come to me and said, hey, I just got out of this really lengthy relationship, I'm thinking about writing a song about it. I'm like, okay, you can write a song about that. Maybe process that, do something personal for yourself. That might help you get through your feelings. If she then told me she was thinking about posting that song on TikTok with photo evidence of the relationship, just putting emojis over his face, I would have said, maybe we slow down a little bit. But you know what? I guess things are really moving in her favor. I saw this on my TikTok For You page. It has millions of views. And I went to read the comments because surely people are going to be saying, this is a very strange way to deal with your breakup. And I know things are hard. I sympathize with you. I've been through a bad breakup myself, but maybe we don't post our entire relationship on the internet for all to view. But that was definitely not the sentiment that was being shared in her comments. Let's read. People are saying things like, can't you sue him or something? Take him to court. I'm sad for you, but obsessed with your delivery. I'm so sorry that happened, but this song is a certified bop. 40,000 likes on that one. But of course, we're in this new era of social media where everybody is sharing every single vulnerable moment that takes place in their life, and they're getting rewarded for it. And while it does suck to be in a long-term relationship and feel like you've just had the rug pulled out from underneath you, especially after moving, and I sympathize with that, I don't know that I sympathize with making a video like this and posting it on the internet.
All right. Shout out to Malek Benobi. So I guess, I don't know, it went viral for all the wrong reasons. It seems like she came out on top. I don't really feel like watching the rest of it. But you get the gist. All this, the takeaway I take away from this, bro, is just like, damn, bro, humans, again, the takeaway that I take away from this video, I kind of disagree with her a little bit. I'm not really mad at the song, honestly, because again, this is our generation. And I'm not necessarily even saying this is a bad thing. I think it was a creative way. In her own unique way. I think Amala is saying like, oh, she should have maybe made a song on TikTok. I mean, look at what it did for her. It worked in her favor. It just happened to go out. Now, I would say, yeah, people, I think it's just more common in our generation. I'm not saying this is what we should all be doing, but it seems to be more and more common in our generation that people just get on the internet and vent to some degree. I'm typically doing that as well, too. I don't tell y'all my life stories. But some of them I'm not opposed to sharing at all because I'm looking at it as a form of inspiration. I'm always a firm believer that, man, the things that you're going through, you're not the only person that's going through them. So there's the element of my life that I don't mind disclosing because I know I'm not the only one that went through it. And maybe my words can maybe encourage somebody who's going through it now or will maybe go through, whatever that situation is down the line. So I'm not necessarily mad at the girl for making a TikTok about the breakup. She went into great detail. Whatever the case is, the song was catchy, was interesting. And that's if that was her creative outlet to express that situation, her feelings through that situation, then I guess so be it. That's just the generation that we're in now. I'm speaking more so on the fact of the incidents that actually took place. A man, it wasn't even a girl, because usually and again, this is why I never want to bash either side, because some would say that's what a girl would do. But this girl was clearly in love. And this dude, after 3 years, you know what? Yeah, I know that you moved. I know that we've been together 3 years. I know that I asked you to move. I woke up one morning and said, hey, let's move from LA to Texas. You moved all your things, all your furniture, sold things. Furniture came a month later. I know all of that, but I'm going to wait and come to you to your home and write you a note that says we have nothing. Damn. Humans, bro. Humans. The moral of the story for me, man. Again, this is not me saying there's no such thing as healthy relationships. This is not me telling you, oh, that you see, never go in love. I'm not saying none of that. Still out there, be optimistic about relationships, man. If you believe in love, if you believe in marriage, don't listen to what I'm saying. This is just my sentiment. So if you still have hope for love and relationships and marriage, go for it. Don't care what I say. In my opinion, how I'm interpreting this story is just a reminder. This story reminded me that humans are emotional creatures. Our emotions and feelings fluctuate as we grow, as we experience things, as we get older. So that's why I be saying, why do we lock ourselves down in these marriages when this person can wake up one day and say, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore, and be within their right to do so. Now, again, if you have morals or integrity, that's where those characteristics come into play. People can say, well, nah, man, I have staying power. Like, I'm not just going to dip out on a person. Yeah, that might be you. Yeah, man, I've been with somebody 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. I'm not just going to dip out on this person. I've been with this person. Yeah, you might do that. But some people might be like, you know what? I feel today that this ain't working no more, so I'm out. Regardless, it's like, again, peeling off the Band-Aid. Yeah, of course it's going to sting. But that just goes to show you humans are going human. Humans going human every single time, bro. Like, it's like, I don't put nothing past humans. That's basically what I'm trying to say. I don't put nothing past humans. men, women, business, platonic relation. I don't put nothing past humans. I've seen humans do some spectacular things to one another. Cruel things. Heartfelt things as well too, good and bad. I've seen humans operate in all spectrums of emotions. So knowing that humans, both men and women, could operate, could go through a life experience, could go through their, because again, we're all on this personal journey, right? This personal journey of self-mastery, self-development. So knowing that development and growth, mind growth and spiritual growth is a long, everlasting journey, I'm expecting you to change. I'm expecting you, I can't, does it make sense to lock down with you unless we are committed saying, all right, bet we're in this together, do death do his part, and actually mean it? All right, cool, no problem. But I'm not joining forces with a person that, why? You might change, you might grow. Yeah, we're good today, but 5 years from now, as you're still developing in your spiritual journey, your personal journey, what if you wake up and be like, nah, man, I'm out. But we locked ourselves in this marriage and this, now I gotta divorce you and paperwork and lawyers. Nah, bro, go. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I want people to be able to do that. Me, I always say this for myself, man, as well, too. And I'll wrap after this. Like, if I'm with you, if you're with me, if you're a girl and you feel that way, don't go. Go. Like, don't. Like, if you're convinced, like, nah, like you tried, like, oh man, I tried or whatever, like, go. Yeah, I'd rather you go than grow to resent me. You see what I'm saying? I'd rather you, again, like, before you start resenting and, oh man, like, oh, and like everything I do now annoys you. You don't even look at me the same no more. Leave, bro. Don't let me stop you, because to keep it real, I have that right as well too. Not necessarily saying I would do it, but you had that right and I have that right. If I wake up 5 years and I'm, trying to find what the case, I realize, yo, you know what? Shorty not really a part of me, to be completely honest. If I'm with you 5 years, bro, and you're not causing me like physical or emotional harm, you're just annoying, I'm gonna rock out with you. Because I'm expecting that to grow. Like the honeymoon phase runs out fairly early in relationships, right? So it's just like after a while, like, yeah, we might just start annoying each other, but I still bang with you. I'm talking about if somebody wakes up and says, hey, we have nothing in common. After 3 years, go. I hope you find what you're looking for. Peace and blessings, honestly. Yeah, it'll be annoying. It'll be a blower. But go, bro. Otherwise, you'll just grow to resent me. Or I might grow to resent you, and then what? Then we're really just wasting our time. That's my thoughts, folks. Of course, I want to hear yours down in the comment section below. As always, folks, the likes, the comments, the subscribes are all greatly appreciated. Let's get into the next one.